Hello friends, today we will be learning about the FAPEX reporting module. We will be using it and we'll check how it can be useful for us. First of all, we need to set up the environment. We need to install the FAPEX library. To demonstrate the FAPEX reporting module, I will be using our pre-built application for the sample reporting. Let's install this app. Okay, install. Now our sample reporting application has been installed. Let's get back to the GitHub. Let's go to installation. This is the method for the installation. First of all, we will download from the GitHub, then we will upload in the static application files. Let's move to download. Look, it is downloaded in my folder. I will upload it here. My file is ready. Now I'll add it in my application. User interface attributes, JavaScript. Just copy the reference here. Apply changes. Now we'll go back and open some reporting page. You can see here I have a classic report over here, and this is the default report. There is no selection. You can see like this. There is no hover, and this is simple static data. Now let's see how we can change this with the FAPEX reporting module. We'll go back to GitHub. We'll go to section FAPEX reports like this. Now we will navigate to our FAPEX report module section. Then we will go to the user part here. So it has a code template already. To initialize the FAPEX report module by adding following code in the page properties of function and global variables and declaration. So I will copy this code like this. We'll move back. We'll go to classic report. Right. Now we'll go to that section, the page properties, the function and global declarations. Yes, I have copied. Okay, now here we can see some options are already mentioned. I will go with the basic features. I will not specify any option. Okay, I will have a blank option object. Now I need to add the static ID of my report. Let's copy the static ID. This is classic report. I replace this with the static ID of my report. Okay, now our code is ready. Let's check. Wow, look, the first record is already selected. Now I can select another record also. Alright, that's good. Okay, now I want some action to be occurred when the selection is changed, and also I want to see what project is selected. Okay, now we'll go back to code section. We'll go to this, we'll add a trigger. Okay, so this will be selection. Alright, the event should be selection change interactive grid. Now I make selection. I will change it to execute my JavaScript code. I'll check the data console.log this.data. Okay, and let's see. Okay, now we'll go to check the console. Okay, let me change the selections. Here you can see whichever the row I am selecting, it is printed on the console. Let's change to the project name. We want to print the project name whatever we selection made. Okay, we'll go back here. I'll go to apex message.alert. All right, this dot data dot, and the key was project. Okay, now it will print the project whatever I'm selecting. Selecting this bug tracker, cool. I'm selecting this client server conversion. Okay, and like this. So in this trigger you can add your code, you can create master detail form, or you can open up another page, and whatever you want to do, there can be multiple options. Now I will change it to multi-selection. We will add some more customizations. I'll go back here like this. I'll go to my code snippet. I'll copy this object. Copy. Let's add the object. Options. Add options here. Okay, I'm enabling the multi-selection like this. Okay, so now multi-selection option will be enabled. Let's test it. Here you can see now. Look, I have enabled multiple rows like this. Okay, now I can get the list. It has some methods. Like let me show you. FX dot classic report dot I want get selected rows. So it says that I have selected 5 rows, like, and if you want to see the list is enabled in an array. Okay, now you want to clear the selection. FX dot classic report dot clear selection here. So you can see that selection is clear. Even if you want to select all, report dot select all the rows. You can see all the rows are selected, and here are some other useful method as well. Let's explore. So coming back to GitHub, if you want to open only one FAPEX report, you can do this code. But if there are multiple, then the multiple option is also available like this. You can pass the array of the reports. The FAPEX reports. Okay, to make your classic reports and interactive reports more interactive and useful, you can create even master detail pages and do lot of things you can do on based on selections. So there are some features. You can select single row or multiple rows. It enables you to add selection change dynamic action. Also, you can get data for all the selected rows or all the rows. You can get most recently selected rows in the dynamic action. Also, you can add class on the selection. There are some assumptions that it works only with the right now classic report and the interactive report. Okay, in case of pagination, the FAPEX will only work for the current page. It won't go for the page which is not visible to you. Okay, there are few functions. Let's see. One is initialize the FAPEX report, which is used to initialize the code, and the other is the FAPEX report. It has two parameters. One is region ID, another is option, and the option object. There are details given below. There, by default, there is nothing is required. If you don't give the option object, it will work, but with the default behavior, like the multi-selection by default will be false. You will select only one row at a time. Okay, and similarly, the select first row, when you will open up the page, by default it will be true. The first row will be selected, and the selection class, if you have not specified any selection class, then it will be undefined. It also gives some methods, like there is a get selected row. It will be giving you the array of selecting row objects. Also, get all the rows and get selected row data. This will be only the data, array of the data, and get selected rows and get all the rows data. Get column list will give you the list of columns. Select all method will select all the rows, and clear selection will clear all the selection.